Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of. Same clothes, different day.
Yes, painty clothes. So, all the lime wash we've done, that you saw earlier, is absolutely brilliant. There's a piece up there that needs some more. Obviously, it's only had its first coat.
Yep.
And behind here, you can now definitely see the difference between what we did as a first coat as a trial to cover the pink bits, and this is on its second coat now. Or is it its third coat?
I've lost track, I've got to be honest.
Second coat, I'm sure of it. And all the pink's gone, which is brilliant. Hopefully, by the end of this video, maybe, depends on how it goes, we'll have the monocap, and we'll get all this monocap repairs done here, and dotted around other places, and down there, and then over there.
Can't video me doing the top bits on this long ladder because Chris is holding onto the ladder at the bottom because I'm afraid he can't. But he's then doing the lower bits with the steps, and then we'll come back along together and just do the ground bit. It's going well. It's going well. Starting to see a difference already.
Just had to stop work for a few minutes. He's doing that strimming, and it's coming over the top, which is fine. They're doing the road maintenance, but we've had to move the table, and we've had to come down because it was hitting her.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we'll get back to it in a few minutes.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, 10-minute break.
Nice one. So all of that has had coat 1. And to be fair, it doesn't look like coat 1 now it's dried. It's looking good. All of that has had coat 2 or 3. That, as you know, has already had all its coats. And that back wall at the top up there, that's also had another coat, which is why it looks patchy. So, darling, good job, well done. That's coming up really well.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all, is it? Who goes around polishing gutters? Gutter downspouts. Got to get all this lime off it so it looks half decent. Should we just get rid of all the mess we made on it? It's not going to stand out as a dirty thing on that wall.
Yeah, can't have a shiny white wall and a grubby downspout.
No, not really. Before the sun comes round and gets into here, I want to give this aquaforte on here and get the majority of this area cleaned up and everything, and then if it works okay, like it should do, then we can get some more of this because we're nearly out.
Yeah.
And get the rest of the patio done.
Yes. So this is all overspill from making lime over the last year.
Yeah. Obviously I don't want to go too close to the wall. Oh yeah, put the gutter up. The downspout up. So
you did. I was busy inside. That looks nice and neat and clean. That does look nice and neat, doesn't it?
Okay, right. So you're the floor cleaning expert. Do I leave it like that, or do I just keep putting more down and then?
I usually spread it a little bit now because it's where it's stopped bubbling.
Yeah.
It hasn't necessarily used up all its acid, if that makes sense. So I keep moving it.
Okay. I just got to be careful not to get it on my feet. I think that's used itself up.
It seems to have done, yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs are terribly excited they missed out on something and need to be outside. So Chris has used all the acid. Oh wow. I rinsed it all down, obviously.
Yeah, it's all past the gate so the dogs can't get harmed at all.
Yeah. Looks fantastic, baby.
Get in there.
It is, isn't it?
Slowly. You're going to still need a lot more yet.
Well, yeah, but at least we know it'll work.
Yes.
Because at one point it was, oh my goodness, what have we done? Will this ever come back to how it was?
Yeah. I never realised that marble tile was so pretty. That bit of marble there.
Okay, yes, yeah.
And that one there.
There are a couple of really pretty ones. There's a really red one here.
There's a beautiful one just over there.
There's one, yes, this one over here always reminds me of a stone I saw in Africa called Tiger's Eye. Out the way, Dover, not Dover's nose. That one. That is beautiful. If I could take that one up, I would use it as an ornament because it's that pretty.
It reminds me of a tree trunk cut down the middle with a knot.
Okay, yes, yeah. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is. I'll just give this another quick scrape while it's wet.
Well, I don't. You can't do it when there are dogs around, that's for sure.
What's that all about? It's in.
I know. Dover, stop it.
Monochrome.
I know.
Grayscale dog. Well, no longer grayscale, you've got brown dirty in it. You see what it is? It's because I'm making a mess.
Yes.
And he wants to lay in it.
Yes.
Because he's scruffy. Loki, if you get too close and it slits, it's going to hurt you. You crackers! Okay, so I'm back at my desk. This table's actually going to be going into the caves, but it needs cleaning up. What I'm going to do is, while we're waiting for the car people to come and pick Lillian up, and get her to go and get the car, which was apparently done yesterday, but been phoned them up this morning, so it's the way it is, mañana.
Yes. Yes, it's already 1:45 and we're still waiting.
Yeah. So, these doors have that glass, and I'm going to put this rope on. I believe it's fiberglass. Originally, they don't come with any seal around the glass, and the glass actually can move. It does move. So what I did was, when we discovered that, was we went and bought some of this stuff, and I put it around, and it worked. It worked very well. So I'm going to redo it. And then the instructions say, we're going to be with that stuff all the way around.
Yep.
Place your rope, and put it on. Basically, that's all you do.
Okay.
And you don't start with a join in the corner. You have to start with a join on a straight piece.
Yeah.
So I'll put the join at the bottom here. I think that'll look more neat.
It will. If there's any potential fraying end, it can be stuffed down, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah, these fires would be much more efficient if they actually had this by design.
Yep.
Before I used that rope stuff, we had no way of shutting the fires down properly by closing the vents, this bottom vent, and there's another vent above it, because it kept sucking air in from the side of the glass.
Yeah. Sometimes when you first started a fire up, they would, as the fire was starting, the glass would rattle like mad as it was trying to draw more air.
Yeah.
It was quite disconcerting.
Yes, it was. Especially when you hear glass rattling around like that.
Yeah.
Then we just put the glass right way around. It's that way. That goes in there. If I can get it to go. And these just screw back on. If I get them lined up.
And then belt and braces, what you're going to do is this extra bit, you're going to put now between the glass and this ridge, pushing it down with a screwdriver to keep it really tight.
There you go. Done. And it holds it away, but that's okay.
Yep.
And over time, once this stuff collapses, which it will do, just tighten it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I don't want to over tighten it yet.
Perfect. Awesome. Get the other one done.
Yes. Just come in to put the doors on the fires. And notice white powder. So I've got a paintbrush. Look.
Uh-oh.
White powder. It's salt. It's fine. We knew it would happen. And that's why you coat with lime. It lets the moisture come through and it evaporates into the air, but it leaves salt behind. And that just proves that the lime wash hasn't sealed it. And this is what you're left with. I haven't brushed this bit off here, so you can actually see around the corner underneath the plug socket.
And the light, sorry.
The salt is part of routine maintenance.
See this? Yep.
And if you capped it with a non-permeable capping, like cement, which a lot of people seem to do in caves, and stuff like that, this gets trapped behind. And it gets deposited behind. And it builds up and it blows it off. So, part of routine maintenance, and we haven't obviously we're not living in here. It's just something that has happened over a period of 2 weeks. So, we'll get all this lot swept up, sweep it off with this paintbrush, but we'll get a softer brush really, sweeping brush. And that's it. Oh look, no damage. No damage to the lime wash at all. He's passed straight through, not a problem.
Yep, it's perfect. And I can assure you, I've tasted that and it really is just salt.
Yeah. It'll come back over the winter
It will.
as the land soaks the moisture in and releases it through the hole in the ground. Anyway, I want to get this door on. This fire is ready to go back into there once we get everything else sorted. And strangely, this door will fit this fire, but it won't fit the other one we've got that's exactly the same. These are a pain in the bum to fit. They come off easy enough. It's getting them lined up. We got them both at the same time, on the same day. And so we carried them in as the shell. Oh, really struggling. In as a shell, brought them in, and then brought the doors in. And it was like, what? One door won't fit. There you go. That's another reason why they're cheap as well. The legs are different heights, the other one's the same. But once it's all done, it's fine. There you go. That's ready to go in there.
Brilliant. Well done.
Yeah.
That looks fantastic.
But it won't go in there yet because it doesn't need to. I need to sort out flues and everything. And there you go. Yeah, as I say, that door will only fit this fire. That door on that fire will only fit that fire.
Even though they're both exactly the same unit, bought the same day from the same shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made by the same company. It's just weird.
Well, look at that. Not Chris. The area behind. That had all the junk in. Look how big that is.
Big enough for 2 motorcyclings.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so while we're still waiting, I'm going to whitewash in here.
Yeah.
Lillian's going to stay away. It's this waiting thing. You can't both commit to doing something. And yeah.
It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. I could get changed to get into painting clothes as well, but when I dropped the car off 2 days ago, they then brought me home in a brand new van that they actually got on sale. I can't get into said brand new van if that's what they picked me up in, covered in bits of paint and make a mess of it. That's just rude. Well, however,
and there would be parts at the side of the road, Pip and a router, come on now.
Yes.
You'd have no time to get changed, and if you said, oh, I need to get changed, look, it just...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
We have a car! Yay!
Finally!
Finally!
And look at the time of day it is.
I know.
Sun's already gone down.
But it has got new transmission oil in the gearbox, and it drives something else. Yeah. Don't know, I've got the receipt in there. It drives like a new car. It's really, really cool.
Cool.
Doesn't mean I'm allowed to race it around or anything.
No.
I've got to be a good girl.
Yes.
You should see his face. It's like, no, yes, definitely. No, not going there.
No.
Don't do that.
You've broken all your other cars by driving like that.
Cheeky. Not true.
Hmm.
And then whilst I was out, I ran to a supermarket and I went to the builder's merchant and got the cement and the monocap, and I went to other various bits and pieces that we needed doing. I managed to fit it all in half an hour because everything shut at 7:30. So we are good to go. Having been able to go yesterday to get the monocap that we need, Chris is just setting up. We're only going to do...
I thought that might have been the delivery we're waiting for as well.
Okay. It's all happening today. Just going to do small batches because we don't actually need that much for these repairs, and then we'll have to see what we do with that wall as to whether we tackle that today as to how hot it is.
Yeah.
But the repairs have to be done so we can finish this whitewashing. Part of the preparation for this monocapping, what I'm doing is we have had these fly screen doors on the caves. They're really, really bad quality. Doesn't matter if you pay the least expensive price or the most expensive price. We've tried them all, I can assure you. They are made of plastic where the joins are, and they give in time. If you look here when you're trying to open it, look how it's badly connected, trying to keep together. We actually, when we put these on, I don't know if you can see it here, there's a metal string in there. We've had to add, because when you construct it and it's the correct shape, you hang it and it drops. So it doesn't close properly. It was catching on this wall, and all of them do it. We've had to do that to all of them. The hinges are actually breaking and you can't get replacement hinges. Look up here. It's all kind of full and twisted to one side. So it's just not practical to have these long term. So I'm going to take these off. We're going to fix them on a cap where the hinges were, where the little magnets were. That had a little magnet just there for it to close onto. Fix all that, and we will look to get something else. Whether it'll be the macaroni looking stuff that hangs down and you walk through, or something else, I don't know. But that's for the future. For now, we've got to make this right, and then we can do that later on. So this patch of monocap here is where we used to have a fly screen door, and the dogs learned how to open it and go in, and they've left grease, and they're definitely not going to be able to put monocap over that and it take properly. So I'm fighting it with a scraper here, and somebody's come up with a bright idea.
Flintstone. Oh, quartz stone. Hey, I'm back to the Stone Age.
It's actually more efficient than a blinking scraper. That's ridiculous.
I know. And it gives the kid a keying surface as well.
Yeah. Okay, getting there.
Yes.
Done the step over there. We've done various holes.
Yes, I was just about to show that. Lillian did underneath the step. That's looking fine. Needs a bit more of a sponge when it dries a bit more. And I filled these. It could just do a little touch more. as it shrinks back, obviously. And all around here, all there. Done the little bits. And now we're on the biggies. Oh, that kind of worked out all right then, while I was just showing everybody the other bits we'd done.
I'm not knocking it, it went in one for a change. Like, okay, done.
Okay.
I'm stepping away.
Indeed, I would as well. Oh, since you did it so well, I'll let you do that bit then instead of me doing it. Can't believe it. You took 3 weeks to do the bottom of the step, and you've done that in a millisecond. That's because you know plastering and such like now, don't you?
Maybe so.
And that's done.
Ta-da! Chris monocapped the outside here. This is lime from when we replaced the window in there. And what I wanted to do here is, rather than having it absolutely square, I was just going to go more shapy, if that makes sense. Curvy-worvy.
Fluid.
Fluid.
Yes.
I think it'll look prettier. I want this down there.
I'm in your way, aren't I?
A little bit, but it's...
Only a little bit.
Now you're really in my way. Get out of the way, man. Just what I didn't want to do.
Yeah, but you did it anyway.
I did.
But it's still not going to have a nice flat edge. It's not going to have a
No.
square edge, is it?
No.
It'll still be rounded. Here we go. Rolling on to the spongy part.
The beautification, as you called it recently.
Yes. Was it beautification or prettification? Doesn't matter anyway, does it?
Whichever.
Yes. I said a positive thing about it. You know how short-term my memory is sometimes. Goldfish spring to mind. As the saying goes.
Don't make me laugh whilst I'm doing this. It's going to go all wrong. I'm saying nothing. I'm not contradicting you.
Delete. So you've just got that little tiny bit now to just to fettle, is it?
Yes. And then the inside bit I'll get in with lime wash, because this is lime and we'll lime wash that, but this at least now will match this.
Yes.
With its texture.
It will. And this will get lime washed anyway to match everywhere else it's been lime washed.
Oh, look. Dovah was here. Everywhere you go.
Yes.
Right.
Pleased with that.
Yep, stepping away from that.
Indeed.
Still got more than half a bucket of monocap you made.
I know. And the other place that we've forgotten to do, what we said on the previous video or two, the front of the well.
Oh!
To blend it in.
Yes.
Right, so we'll get that done.
Goldfish brain. Me. I'd forgotten about that completely. I thought, oh, hurrah, we're done.
Even Dovah's making sure that you do it properly.
You.
Loki used to be the inspector, but he's trained Dovah now, so why have a dog and bite yourself, hey Loki?
He's looking at you like, what? Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
Well, you didn't want to do that, did you?
No, I did not.
We don't want to waste it. It went on your leg.
No,
Ugh.
it didn't feel very nice either.
It looked like a big bird had been around. So, okay, that's doing really, really well. And it's just got a little bit more sponging to do. Or have you finished?
No, I've finished taking away the extra, yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought you were sponging a bit down there, that's why I said you had a bit more to do. You're just moving all the stuff away.
Yeah. Well, that does look rather good, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Quite proud of that.
Yeah, so we've lost all the roughness of the cement that we did. Yeah. Well, that can be lime washed tomorrow.
Can it?
Thanks for watching Tales from the Cave Side. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Drop us a like and leave us a comment. See you on the next one.